Please don't forget subscribe to the channel and hit the bell to get notified of new daily videos.
I am Elias, and I've always prided myself on my ability to untangle complex information, making it accessible, especially in the nuanced world of fintech. My specialty became crucial for companies looking to expand into heavily regulated international markets. A few years ago, I landed an interview at Innovate Solutions, a rising star in San Francisco's tech scene. The role was digital content architect, focusing on their ambitious expansion into the APAC region with a new AI-driven financial product. During my final interview with Serena Vance, my prospective manager, I made a simple request. My elderly mother had recently become quite ill, and I needed to leave exactly 30 minutes early twice a week to ensure her care. Serena, all smiles, assured me it was absolutely no problem, a minor adjustment for a valuable hire. I accepted the offer, thrilled to contribute my unique skills and secure my mother's well-being. Barely a week into the job, the honeymoon ended. Serena called me into her office, her demeanor utterly transformed. She informed me that my adjusted schedule was unprofessional and disruptive to team cohesion. When I reminded her of our explicit agreement, she simply smirked. "Was that written into your contract, Elias?" she asked, her tone dripping with condescension. My 30-minute early departure, which had cost her nothing, now turned my 2-hour commute into a 4-hour nightmare, making my mother's care a logistical and financial burden. I knew then that Serena was not to be trusted. I quietly began looking for other employment. Just 2 weeks later, Serena summoned me again. This time, she fired me. She claimed my lack of dedication and poor fit were the reasons, but I knew it was because I'd been discreetly exploring other options. She leaned back, a smug look on her face, and warned me that I'd never work in this sector of San Francisco again, boasting about her extensive connections. I felt a chill, but also a simmering anger. My skills were niche, and her threat felt genuinely menacing. But fate, or perhaps karma, had other plans. Innovate Solutions was in crisis. Their flagship AI product for the APAC market was weeks from launch, and the lead content strategist, a crucial role requiring specific Mandarin language proficiency and deep regulatory knowledge, had abruptly quit. The entire multi-million-dollar launch, their biggest play of the year, was teetering on the brink. Management was in a panic. Then, Serena remembered me. My specialized knowledge and language skills were apparently indispensable. With a forced smile, she called me, begging. "Elias, I know things were rough, but we really need your help. Just for a few weeks to stabilize things. Think of the company." She was offering to pay me as a temporary consultant for the remaining 2 weeks of my notice period, extending it if necessary. I swallowed my rage, smiled, and agreed. After all, I had nothing better to do, or so she thought. My revenge would be twofold: subtlety and abandonment. I would appear to be the diligent, helpful professional, but I would plant seeds of doubt so effectively that the project would flounder from within. And then I would vanish, leaving a catastrophic void. For the next 3 weeks, I worked tirelessly, attending every crucial meeting with potential APAC distribution partners and regulatory bodies. My performance was flawless. I structured the content, ensured cultural accuracy, and navigated the complex regulatory landscape. But in every single interaction, when asked about the team structure or the long-term content strategy, I maintained a subtle, consistent narrative. As the interim digital content architect, I'm here to bridge the current gap, I would state politely. Of course, a project of this scale will eventually require a dedicated, permanent strategic lead for the APAC region to ensure sustained success. Or, when pressed about future iterations, I'd say, my current engagement is temporary. The long-term vision will be shaped by the permanent architect once that role is filled. I never said anything untrue, but the implication was clear. This critical multi-million-dollar launch was being handled by a temporary stopgap measure, signaling instability and a lack of serious commitment from Innovate Solutions. The subtle glances, the hesitant questions from partners, told me my message was landing. On the morning of what was supposed to be my original last day, the day I was fired, I had a final meeting with Serena. The project was still in a precarious state, with several key distribution agreements hanging in the balance, awaiting final strategic sign-off. I handed her a meticulously organized, yet devastatingly incomplete handover document. It detailed all the content deliverables, yes, but also conspicuously highlighted the critical strategic gaps and the urgent need for a permanent APAC digital content lead to finalize key partnerships. Then, I informed her with a pleasant smile that I was taking my pre-planned week-long vacation, effective immediately before starting my exciting new role at a competitor next Monday. Serena's face drained of color. She sputtered, "But Elias, you said you'd stay to help." "We still don't have a permanent lead. The deals aren't closed." I met her gaze, a mirroring smirk on my face. "Serena," I said, "maybe I said that, but was it written in my contract?" The silence was deafening. I walked out, leaving her to stare at the comprehensive, yet entirely unactionable, document. I later learned that the launch was delayed by months, costing Innovate Solutions tens of millions in lost market share and damaged reputation in a critical emerging market. Serena Vance was held directly responsible for the strategic content failure and the subsequent project collapse. She was demoted within weeks, her connections proving useless in the face of such a monumental screw-up. Eventually, she quietly disappeared from Innovate Solutions altogether. My new job was everything I hoped for, and my mother's care was never an issue again. Justice, it seems, can be architected just as meticulously as content. The satisfaction of watching her carefully constructed facade crumble, all because of a minor adjustment she refused to honor, was sweeter than any bonus. Some lessons need to be learned the hard way, and I was happy to be the teacher.
If you enjoyed this video, please hit the thumbs up button to like it. And please do subscribe to support the channel.